Let's see if this works. Ninja Warrior, oh my god, I'm back. What a nightmare. Let's wait for some people to come in. Don't ask me what was going on there. I have absolutely no idea. I've had to revert to my old faithful phone. Right. Back in the game, Danny. I have nothing but nightmares with this laptop. Hello everybody. Let me just see. See, this is the reason why I didn't want to do it on my phone, because I can't read everyone's comments. Let me have a little nosy. Hello, hello, hello. 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 Hiya Colin, Nivea. Ninja Warrior. Ghost Sam Trent, I think they're in the house as well. Sam, is this my Sam? My cousin Sam, or is this another Sam? Hello, Massey, it's definitely Thursday. 50p my meter. I have. Oh, God, what a nightmare. Ghost Theory, welcome in. Hope you're all okay. Karen, welcome. Hey up, Dave, welcome. Elliot, welcome in. No, it's another Sam. It's funny because I've got a Sam M, who's my cousin, so I'm thinking, is it my cousin? Evening, Mox. Mox lives had a nightmare. Not been going there. Welcome all in again. Stream not loading my end. Oh gosh, don't start. Don't start, Ghost on Trent. I've had enough technical difficulties to last me a lifetime this evening. So before I start chatting away, if you're wondering the colour of me, I've had a fake tan disaster. And I've literally had to scrub the living death out myself. What's happened? You know about my fake tan or my technical difficulty marks? Oh, God. So how is everybody this evening? Are we all okay? I'm just me, Ghost on Trent. I don't do things by halves, me. Oh. Our Lubaloo's not here. She's working late. She's a grafter. Oh, that's good to hear, Colin. Both. My fake tan I did wrong, and I woke up this morning looking like an Oompa Loompa. My hands were a mess. And then my technical difficulty, don't even ask. Just my laptop being a div. Stupid. Stick to my phone. 1 minute, I'm getting interrupted as well. 1 minute. What, Nicholas? I'm doing something here. I told him not to interrupt me. Oh. This is what happens. I'm going out tomorrow and I don't really go out on a night out often, so I've tried to prepare myself for it and it's just gone all wrong. So yes. So everyone's alright then. Thought I'd do this live. Just basically I've never done one YouTube live before. I was supposed to do one when we was at the Park Hotel. That was another technical difficulty. Oh, I will be restless, don't you worry about that one. So we had to go live elsewhere. So I was pretty disappointed really. But it is what it is. We're here now. Welcome in, Rusting Up Paranormal. Be better when I've had a few of all these beverages. So I thought I'd do a live just to have a chat basically. Bits and bats, what we've done investigation wise. You have to ask any questions. Oh, thank you, Karen. Oh, it's hard. Technical side's not my strong point. I'm surprised it's not been hammered with a hammer. Yeah, so I thought we'd just have a chat really, basically. Thanks, Gaynor. Bit of chat about everything. Paranormal, what you'd like us to see us do. Would you like us to change anything? What you dislike, if there's anything, you know, constructive criticism always, please. So yeah, what did you all think of last night's video? Did you enjoy it? All goes on trend. Longer videos. Okay. Yeah, I agree with that. I think it's just difficult sometimes making sure we get enough footage to make a longer video. And I think as well, sometimes people don't concentrate as much on a longer video, if that makes sense. But I'll definitely take that on board, Colin. Definitely. Oh, my daisies are going to go fast. Sorry for my big fat finger. Overnight challenge, all of you. Okay. Right then. Overnight challenge, all of us. I think it's something definitely on the cards. Overnight. It's hard to do some of the locations that we do overnight because a lot of them are abandoned, so purely and simply anybody can just wander in. So, oh my God, he's like a foghorn outside the door, sorry. So it's hard to... It's hard to do amid abandoned buildings because of that reason. However, in a controlled environment, 100%. And I was speaking to somebody before, I can't think who it was I was speaking to, and they were saying it'd be good if we did somewhere in a controlled area and did it. Oh, I swear to God. Sorry, just give me 1 minute. This is what it's like in my house. Should be comedy gold, this. Nicholas, can you just be quiet a little bit, please? So yeah, lost our train of thought. It's not going well for me, this, is it? So controlled environment, definitely. Abandoned would be really difficult. If anybody offers up a space in their house for me to come and do a YouTube live in a controlled environment, please would you let me know? Because oh, I swear to God. Oh, let's have a see what else. Look at my big fat finger again. This is why I didn't want to do it on my phone. You still got I've still got the Christmas decoration on my window because it's bad luck now for me to take them down. So I've got to stay up till April. I believe in superstitions, so that's why I took everything down apart from then. Let's have a look. Thank you. Oh my God, I'm on the wrong side. Have you guys saw any more on doing loan investment where drawstrings on locations? Yes. I'm 100% up for it. I think everyone else is definitely up for it. Louise, I think she would be up for it now. She's a lot braver than what she used to be. We are all a lot. I'm a lot braver than what I used to be. Still get scared. Don't get me wrong. You're bound to. You can. You know. You don't. It's the unknown, innit? But definitely, I think it'd be a brilliant idea again to bring that in. Do some. Yeah, draw names out of the hats and whatnot, and see what happens. That'd be really good. That'd be really good. I'd actually love as well to do something where we've spoke about it previously. Have all in a similar area, but all pick one location. Write a location down each. Obviously, it has to be different. Than whatever each one of us picks out, and then we pick a location out each, and off we go to do a loan. But I don't know if it'd be too risky or not. Obviously going off somewhere on your own, abandoned, etc. I don't know. But yeah, definitely, I think we'll definitely do that. Names out of a hat. Where am I? Thank you. Thanks, Joe. I'll come to you next time, Joe, so I can do my live. It's just I'm surprised, someone's always interrupted in his house. Surprised you ain't got Shay sat next to me doing his Just Dance. Right, let's have a look. Dan Nighthawk has got balls of steel. He never seems to be scared. I always say, if Danny or Mox get scared, I'm scared. It's rare that if they jump, we're definitely jumping because yeah, if they jump, I'm off, because it doesn't, they they don't seem to be phased as much. I'm a fight or flight person, so that's where you get a lot of F-bombs off me. It's either a run or a shout effing hell, so so yeah, so if they jump, then we know something's gonna happen. Shit's gonna hit the fan. Let's have a see. Who else? Yes, I definitely believe I need a woman shed. I'm doing my front bedroom up, so that'll be my little getaway for me and Luby to be able to sit down and do lives and do editing and stuff, and also a little gaming room for my lad. So that's on the cards. The F-bombs add to it, they crack me up. Can't help it. I think it's a northern thing as well, you know. How we've been brought up. I was brought up the way I was brought up anyway. No other conversation in my family without effing and blinding. It's just normal. It's very normal. How's the GoFundMe going for buying? Oh gosh, can you imagine the Amityville house? That'd be brilliant. Could you imagine actually buying the Amityville house? What are all your thoughts on the Amityville house? It is Elliot. 100% must say. I think every northerner will say the same. It's just part of the vocab. What are all your thoughts on the Amityville house? Amityville horror house? What do you think happened? Do you think it was real? Think it was staged? Do you think it's all been bigged up for that particular reason? So it is, you know, what happened? Was it all hyped up too much? Still, it's the fat finger. Sorry. Yeah, it's up for sale. But do you think it is as famous? I mean, we all know what happened. It was what happened there. But was it paranormal forces that made it happen? I'd love to. Oh, sounds really awful. I'd love to know. I'd love to think it was that's the reason why it happened. But obviously, it's a sad thing that happened there. But what? I don't know. But takes over the moonwalker. Moonwalker. What a film. The crap dog. That's a blast from the past there, Elliot. That's why it's good sending you guys places like that. We know. As it is, 100%. I agree. Yes, Colin. Cheryl, I'm okay. Cheryl, I agree. I'm a bit of both. Half and half. Yeah. Obviously, we'll never know because paranormal's not proven, is it? If it was proven, we were all of us that mad idiots wouldn't be here running around and speaking to ourselves in empty buildings, would we? We'll never know until it is, you know, we'll never know. But it's just, I think I'm half and half on the Amityville horror murders. Yeah, I agree, Elliot. Bit of both, definitely. Definitely. So, where would you all like us to, if there was a famous place for us to investigate, where would you like us to go to? Yes, Mossy, you do find that because, yes, I agree. For me, oh gosh, yeah, and I do agree with that there. For me, I mean, there's loads of places that are really overhyped because at the end of the day, paranormal's not like a circus act. If you get what I mean, you can't make something happen. You can't expect something to happen all the time because it doesn't necessarily work that way. Because it doesn't. You know, I've been to places where nothing's happened, or well, yeah, nothing really has happened. At the odd knock and bang, nothing major. But been back to the same place, and it's just been ridiculous. You know, activity. So I agree. A lot of places are overhyped. You find a lot of places have a lot of people making loads of money off it. Fair enough, fair dues. You know, it's business at the end of the day. But yeah, I do think a lot of places are overhyped. But again, they probably aren't. They possibly are haunted. It's the fact that you can get hauntings on command. So a lot of people tend to turn around and go, well, nothing happened, blah, blah, blah. But you could go the day after and something really bad could happen. Something crazy could happen. So it swings and roundabouts, I'd say. That makes sense. Oh, I've lost all these blooming... Have a look at the rest of these comments. Sherwood Forest. Yes, I like outdoor investigations. I've not done many of them for a while. I've got loads of places for outdoor locations, for when it gets warmer. Quite a lot, actually. What I've been looking into, I love anything like that. Because it doesn't necessarily, you know, anything can be haunted. Just because, say, my house is haunted doesn't mean it's a ghost that used to live in my house. It could be something that lived on the land previously or a million moons ago. So, yeah, it's something about outdoor locations that I really enjoy, definitely. Cannock Chase, definitely. Definitely. I want to do the German War Cemetery at Cannock Chase. I think Ghost on Trent, I've seen a few people do this actually there. But I think Ghost on Trent did the German War cemetery there. I think it was. And I'm sure they caught a little girl, a child's voice, or am I mistaken? I know they've been. I know they have. I watched that many different people, or it could be anyone. Let's have a see where else. Oh, the Enfield Poltergeist house. No, you're not allowed there. It's just a normal family that lives there now. Must be mad. But yes, that'd be a good one. I'd love to do that. It's an interesting story, the Enfield Poltergeist story. Very interesting. Yes, Restless Spirits, Ancient Ramin. See, that's another place for me that I think is... I can't say overhyped because I've never investigated the place. I'm overly done, if that makes sense. But for me, what really interests me with the Ancient Ramin is its positioning. I'm doing this with my hands. Ley lines. Its positioning and what it actually sits on. And the water around it, and it's a very interesting place. I've been reading a lot recently and looking into ley lines. I I find the whole thing really interesting. So, where was I? Yeah, Sherwood Forest. Yeah, it's massive. Definitely have to set perimeters. I possibly do 2 nights, so I don't know. It's ginormous. I agree, Amy. I went to an opera house that was on Portal to Hell show here in the States and didn't get much evidence. Yes, it can happen. You could definitely go scoot, Joe. Yes, there, yeah. We went there twice. I knew you'd been. 1 minute, Nicholas. I'm on a live. Sorry. I knew you'd been. How many times I said don't interrupt me? But men, this is. The house in this area, I saying to you guys, I feel the old farmers that don't like the houses being here. Elliot, now that is so interesting for me. That is fascinating. Because there's a lot of places. I was actually talking about this the other day about how rural areas used to be, and a lot of them were farmland and farmers and in the actual area. Gainer, it's hard work, I'm telling you. So where my family lived growing up, they're on a council estate. It's like an overspill estate from Manchester. Now, before that estate was actually built, it was all farmland. And when they was actually digging up and, flattening it and making it all fit for purpose to actually build on, they found so much old Victorian stuff in coin. I think they even found Roman coins and found all sorts. Anyway, my auntie's house that she lived in on the main road, my cousin at the time, I think she was a 5 or 6, she was. And she was basically hounded by 2 spirits. One was a little girl and one was an old gentleman. And she used to say they come through my house into my bedroom like magic. I can't think what the young girl's name were. It's a really odd name. It began with an X or a Z. It's like Xena sounding name. Her house was really haunted. Not only them two, it tickles me this, because she used to hear someone bobbing about, walking about. You hear a footstep and then a knock. Footstep and then a knock. It sounded like they used to call it the ghost with the wooden leg. But there was all sorts that happened in that house. There was cigarettes used to go missing, lighters used to go missing, and they'd turn up a few days later. They'd all be lined up on the mantelpiece. TVs used to come on and off on their own. But our Brit could see them. Nobody else could see them, but you could definitely sense them and feel them in the house. So they got somebody in to investigate, because I couldn't do it at the time, I was only young. Anyway, they come round and they actually got a medium in, a clairvoyant that comes a psychic clairvoyant, that come round. Didn't last 2 minutes in there. She said the pressure is that bad in this house, and what she was getting, she said I can't stay. She said it's like my head's going to explode. So the investigators did a load of investigating, and anyway, cut a long story short, they did some research into the house area. It's actually built on an old farm. I found pictures of the old farm, and there's stocks in the front of the farm itself, in where the front of the house, front of the farm is, not the front of their house. And there was also a murder of a young girl on that land. So, not only her house on that estate is haunted, there is loads of reportings of hauntings in these houses. And now they're only, it's a council estate. It was built in the late 50s and people moved in 1960, I think. So it's not that old. It's actually the housing estate where Myra Hindley's grandma lived. on Waterbrook Avenue. It's that council estate. So yeah, there's loads of hauntings. There's so many people up there, which makes me wonder, is it, like you said, Elliot, similar to yours, what you just explained there? Could be. So interesting. Yeah, I love it. Right, sorry for whittering on, but I just had to, I love that. I love that. That what you just said, I know, I totally agree with you. Hi, Diane. Oh. Goals on Trent. I think it's great how you do all of your research, Amy. It's something many teams don't do. You've got so much knowledge, and when it comes to history and places, you do put a lot of work into it. Thank you very much. I love history. I'm a history geek. That's my dad. That's my dad's doing. I'm exactly the same as him when it comes to history. I find it really interesting. I think everybody should know. When I work in a school, and when kids say, I always say, what lesson have you got next? And they go, hi, Ouija Brothers, welcome in. When the kids at school say, I'll say, what lesson have you got next? And they'll go, oh, I've got history. And I'll be like, oh, you should always learn as much history as possible. History's there, so we know never to repeat bad things that happened in the past and to change, you know. You have to learn your history. It's fab. Love it. Where am I? Sorry, I've completely lost where I am. I camped out in Sherwood Forest. My teens totally shot my keks. Oh no, my ass was twitching like a rabbit's nose. Mossy, I do love you. That'd sound like me and Louise then, wouldn't it? We'd be the same. My house is built on a old hospital site. Oh, really, Nevaeh? Ooh. Obviously, how old was the hospital? It could be from anything, actually. It could have been the building before, but it'd be interesting to find out how, you know, if it was how old the actual hospital was. And if you think about places like that, they hold a lot of trauma in. A lot of energy must be kept up. I always have this think about it. If a house is haunted and that house gets knocked down, what happens to that energy? If it's something off the land, does it stay there when a new building's built on it, or does it disperse when the house is knocked down? Depending obviously what type of haunting it is, I suppose. Sorry, I've lost the comments, lost the questions. May I recommend 2 podcasts that I listen to? Weird Norfolk and Arius. Oh, Colin, message me that, please. And I will. I'll have a nosy at them. Definitely. Thank you. Dave. Oh, sorry. Haunted Finders go there. Yeah, they do. Definitely do. They have built a load of new property on the site of the old Wibington Hospital, which is near Southern Cemetery. Yes, they have, Joe. That'd be very interesting to see whether they have activity in the new houses. Funnily enough, I know a few people that do live in new builds, and stuff happens in the new builds, which tickles me because it's a new house, so why is it haunted? Oh, because it probably is. It's probably what's been there forever. Oh my God, Sam! At work you've dug up. Oh my goodness me! Elliot, yeah, please message me. That'd be brilliant. Sorry. History was my favourite lesson. Yes, my favourite lesson as well. Absolutely loved it. loved history. It fascinated, and I love documentaries. I could sit and watch documentaries all day, all day. Into archaeology. Well, funnily enough, when I was little, I wanted to be an archaeologist. Seriously. Honestly, I could be like Indiana Jones now. Oh, thank you, Diane. I think you do have to be brave. I'm very curious, though. I'm too curious. It's nosiness. I want to know. I need to know what is going on, and what is happening, and why things happen. I don't believe that it's just us. This world. I think this far. I mean, paranormal. Well, paranormal. I don't know. I don't know what I believe. I don't know. It's so interesting. It's so fascinating. And that's why I think when people go, oh, it's a load of rubbish, and it's like, well, how? So does that mean that it's only Earth and it's only us? What is out there? You know what I mean? We could be a tiny speck of dust compared to what is actually out there. How many worlds with living beings are actually out there and stuff. So if that's a possibility, which it most likely is, why are ghosts not a possibility? I don't believe everything. You know, I think you have to debunk as much as possible. I believe in energies. I believe energy. I had a conversation the other day, right, and this might sound absolutely nuts, but my theory was, if we are made of energy, so our body, our vessel, when it goes, when we die, what happens to the energy of us? Does it stick around? And that's obviously what haunts. That's a haunting. That's, you know. And then a full apparition ghost, for me, I mean, it might sound absolutely ridiculous here now. And obviously, if anybody knows more science, it's about science. I'm not clued up on science. It's not the best. But, for example, we're like molecules, atoms and all that, protons, atoms, whatever they're called. If a full body apparition, could it be something that gets like whatever it is, the burst of energy, and the minute that it actually does solidify for a minute, and then obviously like energy does disperse again? Could that be our soul, if that makes sense? It's so interesting. It just fascinates me. It's like I've been to some places where you know the stairs used to be there, and then you've heard people walking up the stairs, and you're like, there's no stairs there. How can I hear them stairs? So is that stone tape theory? Or could we be living alongside each other? Like parallel, you know, separate different planes. It's just, I don't know. So it's all these questions that spurs me along more than anything, to find out more, because I just find it so fascinating. Really interesting. I do believe in aliens, because we're probably an alien to somebody else out there. I don't believe in, I'm not a religious person. I don't knock anybody who's religious though, not at all. Everyone's entitled to their beliefs. I don't know. It's just crazy. It is mental, isn't it? It's just mad. But I love it, so it's a good thing I like it, isn't it, really? I believe in the afterlife. Diane, yes, I do. I do believe I do believe in afterlife, definitely. I also believe in some form of reincarnation as well. Hence what I was saying before. If your body dies, what happens to your energy, your soul, as such. Yeah, it's crazy. Let's have a look at some more. Thanks, Colin. Oh, it was built in 1909, that hospital. Wow. So that would have been seen a lot. Chatting to people about their views on the paranormal always gets me thinking, yes, Gainer. This is why I like doing it. Fascinates me. I could talk about it until I was blue in the face. Literally, I don't switch off from it. It just, I've been like this from being young. It's always interested me. Well, because of experiences I had being younger, that's been it. I wanted to know what it is. So I've always been fascinated by it. I've seen and experienced too much to say I don't believe. Both me and my friends see my dad clear as day. My mate went white and went out the... Wow, wowzers. Blummy neck. That would have been a scary experience as well. Oh, bless. But also, I think I'd like, if it was one of my family members and they passed away, I would like to see him again. Yeah, I would. When you die, there is a present that you can count for that vanishes, that leaves the body. Children are able to see ghosts who are innocent, so tell... Yes. Yes, Nicholas, I am. I am, yeah. Just leave me, please, a minute. Thank you. Children are able to see ghosts who are innocent, so... Yeah, so I believe the reason why children see apparitions is because of that. Like you say, they're innocent. They don't know that they're not there. So I think imaginary friends are what kids say are imaginary. When we say, oh, it's an imaginary friend, is it an imaginary friend? Or is it the fact they are speaking to or playing with a spirit? So, yeah, children are innocent because they're none the wiser that they shouldn't be seeing that. They shouldn't be seeing what they are seeing or what they are experiencing. Obviously, when you get older, your mind's been opened up to far more. So you are aware what's that, and you will question it, whereas children won't question. Thank you. Oh, I know. We're nearly at 2K. Oh, do you know, it's been a bit of a crazy experience, all of this, if I'm honest with you. And I've love every minute of it. Met some brilliant people. Wednesdays when we upload our videos and we do the chats, I absolutely love Wiki Wednesdays. They're fab. They're brilliant. They're just amazing. And I love speaking with all of you, and we'll always respond to you. We won't ever not respond. Yeah, we've been to some fab places. And we've met friends for life, and I think that's brilliant for me. That's, absolutely think it's fab. Me and Louise, for us, doing what we do is our escape from normal life. We thoroughly enjoy it, doing what we're doing, because we have a mutual interest in something. Louise is my niece. So yeah, we get on like an house on fire, me and her. It's like good cop, bad cop. I'm the bad one, she's the good. So that makes it, and we get on with everyone so well, and we get to see some amazing places that not many people will ever see. So it's good for us to be able to to document them places, and even if nothing happens, it's great just to explore. It's just our little getaway of getting away from the normal everyday life, switching off, and it's great for your mind. I love it. Absolutely love it. Love doing it. So yeah, and my little boy wants to be a Ghostbuster as well, so See, Sue's old enough, he can come out with me. He likes exploring. He loves exploring places and stuff. Oh, thank you everybody as well. We love all of you lot. Obviously, we wouldn't do this if we weren't fully, what's the word, dedicated to it. We wouldn't do it. It takes up near enough all our spare time. It takes up nearly all my spare time. Any spare time that I've got out of obviously work and doing family stuff. With the spare time I do this. But I enjoy it. And so I wouldn't have it any other way, to be honest with you. And again, like I say, we get to meet all of you lot, and you just have to start alternating them, Diane. Breakfast, dinner and tea. That's your solution. It is like another full-time job. Definitely is. Editing. Oh, if I win the lottery, I'm going to have to get somebody to be my professional, a personal editor, because I hate it. I hate editing. I used to do it all on my phone, which I got used to. Then I changed to laptop, and then you see me with my technical difficulties tonight. Drove me mad. But I self-taught myself to do it all. It's rewarding. It's really rewarding when you see how, that you've managed to put something like that together, and I've never done anything like this before. So yeah, it is rewarding when you see I'm actually doing something. I've not done bad there. It might be rubbish, but I'm proud of myself. Let me see, where I've gone. I've lost more comments. Very sorry about this. It's all higgledy-piggledy. Oh, I have a book on the history of the hospital. Very interesting. Nevaeh, will you let me know where it is, what hospital it is? Because I wouldn't mind having a read. I love anything like that. It fascinates me. I like anything. I like mills. Love mills, history. Love anything to do with the Industrial Revolution. It's fascinating. Like you've got your mills, you've got your workhouses, you've got your poor homes, stuff like that. I find really interesting. There's a lot of certain areas. We've got a lot of mills around here. Certain areas where I'd love to investigate because there's so much history. And so much bad stuff that used to happen, stuff that you couldn't even imagine happening this day and age, like young kids working in mills but I love that side. I find it very, very interesting. Very interesting. Do your partners share your interest and do they mind? Well, my other half, he's got no choice. To bore him to death with it all. But no, he is interested. He is interested. He also actually does want to come out with us one night, which I'd love, because I'd love to see his reaction. Oh, I'd love it. But he's they're very supportive. He's very supportive. Knows we're in good hands when we go out, which is even better. So he knows obviously me and Lou are well looked after when we go out. Very supportive of us. He's always asking, what where you off to next, and blah 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 blah. So yeah, it is nice. It is nice. So yeah, he's had I think the last house we lived in, we used to wear weird stuff in there, and also this house, see a black shadow all the time. Sometimes that's in my hallway, and you see it on my back wall here, and it comes through my front window and through the wall there, which is odd because obviously my front window's there. But I have looked into the land here because I had to, and it used to be old farms and marshland and stuff. So could be that. It could be anything. And I think the only weird experience that's actually, I thought was really odd. Me, Rob, Mox and Danny, I think we were at the Ivy House, which is the demon house. This was early last year. And at one particular time, me and Rob heard, Rob's there and we heard something whistle in between our ears. I come home and Nick and my little lad sat on the bed next to me and they were watching the film not long after I got in. Shay had gone to bed and Nick said, "You're not going to believe what happened tonight." I went, "What?" He went, "Something whistled in between me and Shay." And my heart just went, I went, "Pardon?" He went, "Something whistled directly in between me and Shay, like in between us." I went, "Stop it," because that happened, same thing happened to me and Rob that same night when we were out. So that's that's one of the only weird things that's happened in this house. I did think the other day I saw someone peeking up the side of my settee at me though, and I crapped my pants. Couldn't look. Moxel said to me, "Get your K2 out." And absolutely not. Sorry, they can stay where they are. I don't even want to know who it is. Not in the house, thank you. No thanks. So yeah, you need to read up on Whitley Park near Godalming in Surrey. Amazing history, and I was brought up on that estate. It's amazing. Oh, I will, Diane. Definitely. Whitley Park as an underwater ballroom. Wow. Oh, wow. Get me wellies on for that one. I love stuff like that. All of you do a good job. I love investigating. I've got over 5 years of investigating. Ooh, Massey, I didn't even know that. A clue how to edit or where to start. Give me an end and I will build. See, I agree with you there, Musty, because I think I had no choice. I had to self-taught myself, teach myself. I had to do it. It was hard work. I got there in the end. But I agree with you there. I'm really good at some stuff and absolutely rubbish with other stuff. Technical stuff is not my strong point at all. What has been your best location that you visited so far? Oh, Colin. Best location so far. This is difficult for me because I've got so many. Right. My favourite location to investigate. I've got to say I love the schoolhouse. We've done it twice. And that's a brilliant place. Hiya, Kev, welcome in. The schoolhouse is a fab place. Really good place. I think we went with Mox and Ming first time round. The second time round, we all went Moxley, me, Danny, Mox, Ming, Louise. And it was acted the first time we went. The second time we went, it really kicked off. That's when we heard, whereas all of us were accounted for, and we was like, I think Mox had been scratching his back, and we was like, what's going on? Because weird stuff had been happening all night. It was something banging on the front door. It wasn't the front door, sorry, it was the indoor door. Something being banged. It was just crazy. Anyway, and then when we was all like, wait, what's going on? All of a sudden you hear something go, shh. And we all just like went, what the fuck was that? And it was just mind-blowing. But apparently, the story goes inside that the old caretaker, or it's the old schoolmaster that haunts that place. Not a very nice character. I had a bag across me, across the clasp was going across the front, and I felt something go like, flick me there twice on the clasp. First time it happened, I was like, what was that? And I just thought, no, it can't be. So I just carried on calling out. I was downstairs on my own. So I carried on calling out, and then poof again. And I was like, off. I ran to the stairs and stood on the bottom step. And honestly, that is, since doing obviously the channel, is the closest I was to crying. Because I felt really very, very, very intimidated. I didn't like it. It had humming down my ear on both sides, as if something was coming in and coming here. Very strange place. But I love it, so I want to go back. So yeah, that's my favourite, I would say. It's brilliant. Kelvin and Hatch. No, not been to Kelvin and Hatch. Yes, I would love to go. I would love to go. Sorry, it was an F-bomb. I couldn't help it. You don't understand. It's so hard to keep him in. Kelvin Hatch is brilliant. First and so far all. Really, Colin? I've heard quite a few people that have investigated Kelvin Hatch. That'd be one I'd love to do. I've got such a list of places. I've got loads of places in Ireland. Leap. I've seen a comment before. Sorry, I totally missed it. I think it was off Elliot. Leap Castle. Oof, yes, I'd love to go there. Where else? I've got quite a few in Ireland. I'm keeping them under wraps at the minute. Where else would I go? I want to go to Scotland as well and do some places up in Scotland. I've got a few, I've got a jail up in Scotland that I'd love to go and investigate. It's just getting us all together at the same time because we all work different shifts and stuff, so. Right, I'm going to ask all you lot a question now. What have you, okay, have you all had a paranormal experience? If not, why are you interested in the paranormal? That's my question to you. Oh, okay, Nevaeh. Colin, definitely. It's one of them places that, yeah, I'd love to go and see. Night Gainer, thank you so much for popping in. We shall see you again on Wednesday. Part 2, Park Hotel. It's a good one, actually, the second part. It's very interesting. So see you next Wednesday, Gainer. Thank you so much. Did Colchester Castle a few weeks back, and that was pretty... Oh, really? Oh, now that sounds interesting. I've been looking at a fort down in Essex to investigate. I think it's a fort and a museum, and we're able to stay over. Begins with a H. I'll if anybody knows what I'm talking about, a fort that begins with the letter H in Essex, let me know. There's got some good places in Cumbria. Yes, I'd like to do a few outdoor investigations in Cumbria. Let me move that back. Dark history paranormal. Well, hello, Roberto. Was your ears burning? Just been speaking about you when we went to the Ivy House and something whistled in between us. Hope you're okay, mate. If you're ever in Somerset, feel free to drop in for a cuppa. Karen, definitely. I've got quite a few places down there that I'd love to go and do. So, honestly, if we are, we'll just drop it on our page and go, we're coming here this weekend. Anybody fancy offering us a brew? Chillingham Castle. Yes. Dave, I've done it and I would go back. It is fab. Brilliant. It's up near your neck of the woods as well that way, isn't it, Dave? So maybe it's one thing that we could look at doing. The other thing is, when we did it, we had to book the rooms. They're like apartments. And then you got a tour But we got to investigate the actual rooms. The rooms are good enough for me. And the grounds as well. We went out at night time. The grounds are very eerie because they used to have, obviously, people that have been hung, drawn and quartered and stuff used to be skewered outside and, you know, stuff like that. So, yeah, it's crazy. It's fascinating. So, yes, Dave, if you fancy doing Chillingham, maybe we should look at doing that. Also, the Schooner Inn as well, I think, is near you. Is that near you as well, that neck of the woods? The Schooner's fab. The Schooner is fabulous. Nevaeh, you've seen loads? Okay. Okie dokie. Sam, yes, you have. Wow, Karen, you and your kids. Ooh, wowzers. Diane, I used to work as a taxi driver in Tavistock, Devon, and I saw what looked like a headless horseman. No. Now that's interesting. That is very interesting. The forests up there are all full of energy. That's up in Cumbria. Yeah. I wouldn't mind going up and doing some investigations up there. See, these are all perfect places for summer. For summertime invests. Yeah, I'd love to do that. Mossy, are you from that way? If you are, let me know. And maybe if you are from up there, or if you wanted to come out, you're more than welcome to. Right, so you live 10 mile away, Dave, from Chillingham. Oh, even better for you. I've not had a paranormal experience. I always liked ghosts, and since my mum passed away in 2016, I definitely have got more spiritual. Yes. You find a lot of people, you know, stuff like that happens. It sadly happens, and obviously people do become more spiritual. Why not? It's nice. I think it's a comforting thing, personally. I do think it's comforting. So, yeah. No, it's not Hadley Castle. I'll find... It's a fort. It's something Redoubt. Redoubt? Am I saying it right? Redoubt. Is it Harwich or... Harwich Redoubt Fort? I might be saying it wrong. Schooner's near you as well. Oh, Dave, I can feel a road trip coming on. Karen, I lived in a haunted flat in Germany. Kids used to see a soldier in the cellar. Oh, wow. Found out the soldier was killing his family. Oh, wow. Oh, my goodness me. Oh, wow. That's crazy. So the children of being his children, obviously, of his family that he killed. Oh my God, that's awful. Miss Sonia said he's... Wow. Gosh. That is creepy, that, isn't it? What an experience. What an experience. Blow my neck. So, we've got quite a few plans for this year. I'm hoping and praying, fingers crossed, to be getting. Hi Joyce, welcome in. We're going down to a place in Manchester to have a meeting. A place near Manchester to have a meeting over to see whether we can actually investigate. They've not said no. So we've got to go down. We've got to discuss everything with them. They'll go through the ins and outs of everything. We know what they'll allow, what they won't allow, etc., etc. But they do want paranormal events there. So I'm hoping that we can get in there and do some invests. Fingers crossed. They've never had any paranormal teams in before. It is active. I can imagine why as well, because of the location and what it actually is. and the stuff that's actually in there. So I'm not telling you. I'm not telling any of you what it is. Leave it all to your wild imaginations. But yeah, hoping and praying we get it. So I'm going down in the half-term holidays in Feb to go and have a chat with him, and hopefully put a plan together. So that'll be cool. That'll be very cool. It's got loads of history, and from when it's from as well is the area, the actual area that it's in, the part of Manchester. Let me just figure this out now in my head. I'm trying to think. It would have been like the slums. So this particular place would have had a lot of traffic coming through it. A lot of the Irish, when they come over to England, you know, they was put in some awful places in Manchester, and they basically were slums. They were bad. So I think it's in that area. Yeah, so that's a good place to hopefully we can get it. I'll be super excited if we did. So yeah, so that's one of them. We're going to what's it called now? Bishton Hall. Ghost-on-Trent, you'll know. Am I saying that right? Bishton Hall. That's on the 11th of March. We've got that investigation. That's booked. So that's exciting. If you haven't seen any investigations in Bishton Hall, go over and check out Ghost-on-Trent's investigation there. I'm trying to think how many. I think it might have been 3 Investigo on their website, on their YouTube channel, sorry. Go and watch it. What they capture is amazing. It's just unreal. So yeah, go and watch it. So as soon as I see that place, I was like, oh, I need to go there. So yeah, yes, can't wait, Dave. Can you wait? Going there. Got loads and loads and loads of places that I need to go and have a look. Abandoned places. And we need to go and check out to see whether they're safe or accessible, and if they are safe. So I've got loads of plans. I've got loads of stuff being written down. I've contacted so many different people to see whether we can investigate. But like I say, it's just getting everyone together. Costs a fortune, but it's an expensive hobby, but I don't care. Enjoy it. And you will live once, so we work hard for it. So I'm trying to think what else we've got in the pipeline. I've got loads of places that I can't really say. I just seen your comment, Kev. Yes, that's the place. That's it. Harwich Readout Fort. If I'm saying it right, I hope I am. So yeah, that's another place we want to do this year. It's further afield for us, but we can actually stay overnight. So that'd be brilliant. Definitely. South of Ipswich. Right, okie dokie. So I think I was completely out. I don't know where I'm thinking how we're going. Me and the missus rented an old house in Wales for a weekend last year, and honestly, it was the most horrible feeling ever. Oh, Sam, you're going to have to message me where it is, because if it's an Airbnb, I'm going. Oh, wowzers. Oh, Sam, please let me know if it was an Airbnb or it was like a rental, booking.com. Let me know. I'd love to go there. But I can imagine it'd be nothing worse. When I was little, we lived in a house. Cheryl. I just had to move me. I didn't realise my hammer in the way. Oh my God, Cheryl. That is scary. I would have been terrified. What a thing to say, especially with you being a child. Even a grown adult, I'm sorry, anybody seeing something like that, no way. Thank you, Ghost-on-Trent. It will be really cool if we can get that place in Manchester. It's a brilliant place. And as soon as I seen it, I was like, I'm going to have to contact these. So, fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. Louise! Luby's in the house. Louise, you've missed it. I've had so many technical difficulties. I've had Nick shouting at me, Amy, he's still on that phone call. I'm not even on a phone call, I'm on a live. And Shay shouting, I need a poo. So, it's all fun and games. Oh, Colin, Bowley Rectory where it used to be. Is that not the one where they believed it was actually burnt down by the spirits? It was a paranormal activity that triggered it was the fire. It's interesting. Yes, Karen. I've been looking at caravans. I've been looking at stuff I pull along in the back of my car. Camper vans are so expensive. I'd love one of them. Night, Diane. Oh, thank you so much for popping in, and we shall see you on Wednesday. Thank you so much. Gosh, yeah, I'd love a camper van. It'd be great. Sorry, where am I? Just popping on while it's the bathrooms. Typical. Oh, Louise, it's been... I need you on the next one. I've had technical difficulties. I couldn't even figure out... My webcam won't work. So I've reverted to my phone. And all people seeing my fat finger all night and my wrist here. Airbnb meant to be a romantic weekend. Lasted about 5 hours and we were shitting it straight out the door going home. I'm sorry, Sam. I shouldn't be laughing, but that's tickled me. Oh, no way. You're going to have to find out. I need to know where this place is. Let me know. Message me on one of our socials. Let me know. Oh, Joyce, we are definitely 1,000,000% doing America, and we'll be coming to see you. Definitely, it's happening. So it's definitely in the pipeline, America. Up to now, I think it's me, Louise, Moxley, Danny, and Ernie. See you in a bit after. See you. Enjoy your bath, Louise. So yeah, we're definitely going. It's going to take a lot of organising, planning, saving up for, but it's going to happen. Got so many places. I've actually been looking. I mean, America's huge. It's massive, but I've been looking like Tennessee way, where you're from, Joyce. Quite a lot of places down there, isn't there? That have activity. But then I'm looking and thinking, it's not that far away from each other, them places. And when I actually put them on the map, it's like, geez, this Webster's well far away. Might have to start getting planes everywhere. But no, we are coming to America. That'll be fun, won't it? Oh, dear me. Night, Colin, thank you so much for popping in. Oh, my finger. I'm sorry for pointing at you. Thank you, Colin. I shall see you next Wednesday. Oh, dear. Oh, thank you, Sam. That'd be belting if you can find it, honestly. You don't understand the lengths I go to find places. Louise will tell you. I can't, I spend all my time Googling. And on Google Maps till about 4 a.m. I have some things on the list. Oh, you do you, Joyce? Now this sounds interesting. Oh, so yeah. So I think I'm going to wrap it up now anyway, because I am so tired. I need to go and I think I might need to go and bleach my hands again, because I can see my hands going orange again from this fake tan disaster. We're not out this weekend. I'm on a night out tomorrow night with my old friends. How did you meet Max and Nighthawk? Oh, right. So I watched their videos. Oh yeah, I watched their videos on YouTube. And obviously we'd only just set up our team. I'm just going to message him. So I messaged Moxley. I said, hi, we're just 2 girls from Manchester, blah, 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 blah. Would you be going to Antwerp Mansion? That's where we have our first Manchester invest. Would you like to come along? Oh, could we come out? Would you mind if we was able to come out and investigate with you one time? Yep, no problem. And then obviously we had Antwerp Mansion and said, would you like to come along to Antwerp Mansion? Yeah, definitely. So they come along to Antwerp Mansion that we was investigating. That's the first time we met him. And then the rest is history. Both lovely. Couldn't I say him a lot, don't I? I couldn't wish for better people to actually go out and investigate with, who obviously we investigate with regular. Purely because they've helped us so much. They have helped us massively. So yeah. And they keep us safe when we go out. And Ming, sorry, Ernie. Sorry, Ming. Ming's ace. Ming is absolutely brilliant. Their father-in-law, he's lovely, lovely bloke. So yeah. But we've met some cracking people, some amazing people doing this. Ghost-on-Trent, a fab. Absolutely brilliant. Such a lovely team. Mark is just hilarious. Paul is honestly bloody lovely. Barb's fab. She's fab at what she does. Really, really nice team, and they gel really well together. They're brilliant. We've got a lot more stuff coming up with them, definitely. Dave as well. Met Dave this weekend, actually last weekend, sorry, Paranormal Explorers. What a top bloke he is. Fab. Brilliant bloke. Oh, Night Ghost-on-Trent. Night. Thank you for popping in. I'll speak to you tomorrow, or maybe in a bit. I'll message you. Yeah, Dave's lovely. So I think he's coming to Bishton Hall when we go to Bishton. Dark History Paranormal, that's Rob. He's fab. Brilliant guy. So Shadow Seekers, amazing. Ouija Brothers, brilliant lads. It's just so many of them, you know, so. Oh, it was brilliant, Dave. It was. So we've got a lot planned this year, a lot more collabs coming up, a lot more places, stuff that we're hoping, and fingers crossed tightly that we are going to get into, allowed in to investigate. So yes, a lot of things in the pipeline. So I'm going to leave it here because I've waffled on far too much. I hope I've not bored you all to death. Yes, me and Louise, sorry Joyce, Louise is my niece. She's my niece off my other half side. My other half is Louise's mum's her brother. His sister. Oh God, confused myself. Louise's mum is my other half sister. Yeah, she's my niece, just leave it at. It's easier just to explain it that way. So yes, I'm going to leave it there. So I just want to say thank you to all of you, basically, because you're just fab. You're all brilliant. Love all of your support. We wouldn't be here without all of any of yous. We wouldn't, simple as. We'll keep on putting as much effort in as possible, if not more, to get you the best with content we can get. We're going to try and up the ante this year. Do a lot more challenges, more lone vigils. Oh, I've got a night vision camera. Honestly, for people who actually do donate to us, this, it goes back into our channel. So we've got a night vision camera, which is from the funds. So that's just, honestly, thank you so much, everybody. Amazing. Thank you to all our members. I'm going to be uploading quite a few more stuff on the members side. I'm putting a compilation together at the minute. It's just so much work. But yeah, thank you so much. Thank you ever so much. I'm going to do some more lives obviously me and Louise together, and hopefully get the rest of the dream team together and do more lives. And then most likely do stuff, you know, invite Ghost on Trent on, etc. Invite other investigators on, other explorers, you know, stuff like that. So yeah. It's Holocaust Day. It is Holocaust Day today. They did a remembrance assembly. Bless them. They did a remembrance assembly in school today. So, thank you, everybody. Thank you so much. And see you all soon. Right, I've got to figure out how to turn this thing off now. See you all later. Bye.